I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Ava.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
Yo, this is Reno.
Hello, I'm Brandy.
They call me Pride Slayer.
I'm Bon Manuel.
And we are the Inner Idiot.
Podcast you're about to listen to has crude language, violence, and other things you probably shouldn't let your children listen to. Please enjoy.
Oh,
We're great.
We have to stop. All right, drop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing, because it ain't wet from sweat. Aw. And we
That was good timing right there, huh?
Oh. Fucking, that was involuntary. God damn it. Oh, welcome to, I just did it again. Welcome to Inner Idiot Podcast, where we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Oh.
I am your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the bumbling, and the oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin. And I talk slow, and I walk slower, because that's just how I roll, people. I had a little bit of drool coming out.
Oh.
Oh, God damn it.
Aw.
The ahs.
See if you got started this episode.
Yep. Oh. Next up, he is the Lord that's never bored. He is the commander of the comic books. Are you keeping your shirt on?
No.
No? He's disrobing now. There you go. He ain't got a shirt on, and that's just for you, ladies. 2 claps, and was that a fart?
No, that was my fucking boot rubbing against the bottom of the
Oh, your boot sounded fun. It was all inspiring.
It was, huh?
Oh,
Was that a fart? No. Huh?
damn it.
Damn it.
2 claps in the dick fire for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh.
Woo!
You didn't woo.
I did it too early.
Was that your clap I heard?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Aw.
All right. Next up, he don't do push-ups. He don't do sit-ups. He don't do pull-ups. He does get-ups. In them guts, ladies. He don't need no exercise. He just needs in between them thighs. 2 claps in the dick fire for Dick Chipigate.
Aw.
Oh, God damn it.
We're going to be on this
No
train all night.
love, no love.
Yeah, 2 claps in dick fire for Ryan Glover.
Woo! There we go.
Clap.
A little bit better. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Next up, they don't stand on beds, they stand on business. 2 claps in the dick fire for the Ace of Base.
Woo! There we go.
Welcome.
That's why they stormed out of the room the one time.
You guys didn't let me finish that. So
What?
the one episode.
White hot burning rage episode.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That shit was funnier than fuck.
It was. You know, but today, we're not jumping on beds, but we got some thought-provoking questions.
All right.
And we're just going to go around the room, discuss, and whatnot. I don't know how many there are. There's more than we're going to get through, though.
Perfect.
So, we're gonna start with the youngest today. Ace, how long is your now? Your now, like when you're talking about right now, how long is your now? Is it an instant? Is it a day? Is it 15 minutes, 27 seconds?
It depends on the situation. So, like, if I say I'm going to do something big now, then it's probably in the day or week. If I say, go, I don't know, close the door now, I mean, like, right now.
That's an instance.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the answer. Ryan, what is your now?
Kind of the same thing. It kind of depends on the context, right? I mean, if we're talking about in the moment, we're talking about in the now. It's what's going on right this moment, right this very minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I look at it. It's what's going on at this day, at this moment, right now.
It is a loaded question, isn't it?
It really is.
Shorty, you want to weigh in?
It's usually, when I ever say, like, right now, it means within the next 20, 30 minutes. Like, hey, gang, you want to go do this now? Like, write this. Like, we're going to hit it. We're going to do it. Like, let's go.
See, my thing is with the ADHD, when I say now, I usually mean like right this second.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I'm really quick, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. Like, let's do this right now.
Yeah.
Or else I'm going to lose all motivation to fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yep.
right.
I'm with you, buddy.
Ryan, we're starting with you on the next one. Number 2, dos. That's 2 in Spanish, in case you didn't know.
Oh.
Ni in Japanese. Right? Ni? Ich ni sun sheet? Maybe it's Chinese? I don't fucking know. Look, it's one of them Oriental places. That's not racist, right?
I don't think so.
Right, no. Fuck it. You know what I do want to do? I want to go to a bathhouse. Speaking of Oriental places. Was
Do
it
you
go-
even have one remotely close to this area?
Not that I'm aware of.
You have to go like Japan, but I'm not even allowed in some of them because I have tattoos.
Most of the time, they don't care. Actually,
Really?
if you're a white guy or you're a white, if you're a foreigner,
If
they
you're
don't really
whitish.
care. They don't really care. Like, oh no, it's okay because it's only a Japanese cultural thing.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you're Japanese and you walk in with tattoos, they're like, hey, no dicey, home slicey. But other than that, all right, whatever, come on in.
What is it? What are the springs called? A one sit? An on sit? I don't fucking know. Anyways, back to the questionnaire at hand. Ryan, what was the moment where you felt most motivated?
In life, or
I don't know. That's
every
that's the
day?
question, man.
We're cutting deep here, dude.
One more time.
What was the moment when you felt most motivated?
Probably the moment I started having kids.
Yeah.
When we're in our mid, lower to mid 20s, we're out partying, having fun, doing whatever the fuck we want when we want, not really with care in the world, and kind of not really focusing on
Yesterday.
not really focusing on like the future or what we're really planning 5-10 years out. But then when you start having kids, it kind of motivates you to start thinking about those kind of things.
Oh, that's a good answer.
So for me, it's when I started having kids.
All right. Shorty, you're up. What was the moment you felt most motivated?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I like to think I'm pretty motivated whenever I feel like I want to do something.
I would
or whatever.
agree.
So I don't know. The most motivated I've been to like give up something was when me and my ex thought we were having a baby, and I gave up buying comic books, cigarettes, everything. Like the day like she tested she took a pregnancy test, it came out positive or whatever, and we had to wait to go to her OB-GYN or whatever to get
What'd you call it?
OB-GYN.
Okay. It sounded really funny the first time you said it, though.
I probably fucking muttered it up.
Aw.
But but no, like she was like, "Hey, I think I'm pregnant." And I was like, "Okay." And like she woke me up on Wednesday to go to the comic book store, and I was like, "No, we're not going." She's like, "Why?" And I was like, if we're having a baby, I can't afford to.
Money for the baby.
I was like, I can't afford to. She's like, "Oh."
Oh.
That was the exact reaction too. And then when we found out she wasn't pregnant, I was like, "Let's go to the comic book store."
Fucking all this money is just burning a hole in my pocket.
Let's go.
Burn this bitch up.
All right, Ace, what was the moment that you felt most motivated?
Like last week. I
Last
don't
week.
know.
What happened last week?
Probably really had to go to the bathroom or something.
No, it's just a good week.
No, all right,
Last week was a good week.
good. I'm glad to hear it.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
There was this one time I had a Chevy Extreme. This was probably one of the most times I was motivated.
Let me hear it, Ty.
And I impregnated this girl in my Chevy Extreme, but I was really motivated to get a job done because the Chevy Extreme is a really small compartment.
Which child was this?
That one.
Okay.
All right, Shorty, you get to start this one.
Okay.
If you won the lottery, what would your today look like in 5 years?
We would have a much larger studio, and my vehicles would all be running pristinely.
What kind of vehicles would you be having? Yeah, sure. Fuck it, run it.
The same ones that I have now. I wouldn't. No, it wouldn't be like. I'm not one of those people that want to go out and buy fancy shit. Like, the only thing I would change is my house.
Would
Like,
you get a new Del Sol though? I mean, not a new, but a
Oh,
new
I'd
to
send
you.
it. I would send it out and be like, "Hey, I want this Del Sol turned into a 2025."
You wouldn't be tempted to buy a Batmobile?
I'd make it look like a Batmobile.
I'd be
Dude, I'd get that motherfucker modified the fuck out. Like, Ty, take this Del Sol, make it a 2025, do everything you need to, fucking figure it out. By the way, put bat wings on it.
like the Michael Keaton Batmobile Batwing.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that would work. I
Yeah.
think we can
I'd be
make
here
that
for
work.
it.
You flare out the back wheel wells, put them on there.
I get the fucking, I get the hood pressed with a raised bat symbol in it. Like, yeah, I'm here for it.
That's dope. All right, Ace, you won the lottery. What's your today look like 5 years from now?
I'm saving.
You're saving?
Yeah, I'm saving.
What are you saving?
The money
For what?
for life.
It's lottery money. Just pretend you got a lot of it. You're just saving?
Probably.
That's a good answer, though. I mean, in all seriousness, like, you would obviously make your quality of life better. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got to fret about it. You know, like, I don't have to worry about going to work no more or anything like that. I still would go to work, but I'd never pull overtime again.
Right.
But, like,
I wouldn't go to work anymore.
I'd find a job that I enjoyed.
yeah. But see, there's the caveat, is I actually enjoy my job. Like, I enjoy it.
Megan in the comments says, tricked out minivan. I'm here
That's
for
the
it.
mom life right there.
Dude, minivans are dope, though. Hair plugs for Ty. Thanks.
Aww.
Appreciate you.
5 years from now, we're going to have fucking hair.
Here's
a Tyler with hair.
Here's the problem with hair plugs, though, is you have to go to a special place to get haircuts. Because the rest of your hair grows, but the hair plugs don't.
Right.
And I knew this guy once, and he had hair plugs, and he had to go, and it was like $90, and this was 10, 12 years ago. $90 just for a haircut. Because he had to go to a special place that knew he had hair plugs. And it was like the place that did the hair plugs.
So what if you just got your hairline tattooed back on?
That is so stupid looking.
It is trashy looking.
It's so
it
bad.
depends on who you go to. I've seen some people where it looks really, really good.
I don't like how they line people up nowadays where it looks like it's sprayed on. I think that's awful looking.
I don't even like tattooed on eyebrows because I think some of them look fucking stupid.
If tattooed eyebrows are done right, they look
I've seen
good.
a multitude of them, and like some of them, I'm like, you look retarded. Like, you got those tattooed on, surprised.
Surprised. You
Why do you always look surprised for?
You know what I'm saying? That or pissed off. You know how the Vulcan eyebrows are? Or fucking
Yeah.
like, yeah. Like, I've seen bitches with those, and I'm like, why you look like that?
Why you look like that?
Well, these are my eyebrows. What?
I feel like the next one's kind of like too serious. So we
Let me
might,
hear it.
No, we might
Come
come
on,
back.
bud.
All right. Well, we got to start with Ace on this
All
one.
right.
What are you holding on to that's holding you back?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't answer that.
I feel like you shouldn't either.
All right.
Next person.
Next person, Ryan. What are you holding on to that shouldn't that I can't talk today, so I'm holding on to a motherfucking stutter. What are you holding on to that's holding you back?
Failed relationships.
Failed relation. You're holding on to them?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just kind of just holds me back. Like, and I'm not even talking about like love interest relationships, like family relationships and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that could have been done better or should be done better. That's not being done better.
That's a good answer.
So that's yeah.
That's an all-inspiring answer.
Oh,
Oh. All right, Shorty, you're up. What are you holding on to that's holding you back? Megan in the comments says kids. You ain't wrong.
I would say a lot of my insecurities hold me back. I have a lot of self-doubt and whatnot, and I really, I let it hold me back in different facets of my life. Like, you often hear me call myself retarded and stuff like that, and I say it openly to everybody. Like, no, I'm retarded. I can't read, all this other stupid shit, because I want people to think less of me. That way, when I do better,
Yeah, you got to set the bar low.
yeah.
So
But
you
I
just step over.
and
the
I think
motherfucker.
like, and I've talked to my my therapist about it or whatever. It's talking negatively about yourself really does impact the rest of your psyche or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like, I hold on to that mindset of talking myself down to show up higher than that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I really hold on to that. And I need to let it go and like, no, I can do it. I can do this.
Yeah, right? Unclench your fist.
Yeah.
Don't hold on to it.
Yeah.
Just saw that on the show.
Oh, all right.
All right, next question.
You got something you hold on to, bud?
yeah, but
I hold on to a lot of stuff.
like what? Bob?
Something you should let go of, though. Make yourself better. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I wasn't prepared to answer this question.
That's why I'm asking you.
Fuck, what should I let go of, man? I don't know. I should probably let go of the old underwear I got because they're really holy.
Oh man,
And honestly, like they're just barely.
That's a condescending all right there.
They're barely even. They're barely even underwear anymore, you know. And I got new underwears now.
Here
you
we
went
are.
underwear shopping with me.
Here
Is
we
this
are
your
trying to.
serious answer?
Here we are pouring our hearts out, and he's like, "Yeah, my underwear."
Because is this
got
holding
holes
you
in it."
back at all?
It's not holding enough back.
Technically,
Okay,
technically, if it got holes everywhere, it's not holding anything.
looking like spaghetti strainers.
Here we are trying to fucking cut deep. This motherfucker's like, I'm afraid to swim.
It's only going about as deep as he can go, which is about 3 inches.
Oh, man. I did think of something because we were, and it wasn't like holding me back, but when you were talking about relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And last week we talked about reasons that I quit talking to people, and I figured out what it is I just want a new flavor. I just want something I haven't had before. Right?
Now
That's what it is.
When you cut, so is the problem is you're like, ooh, this is a new flavor, and then you find out like, man, this pink one's still strawberry.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like it all ends up being roughly the same flavor, just with like, oh, now it has sprinkles on it. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's just trying to just do what he can because what happens.
He's afraid of commitment.
That's part
Bro,
of it too.
it's 2025. We've done this show for 5 calendar years. I ain't afraid of commitment. I've been here for 5 years. I've
Yeah.
had the same Facebook account for almost 10 years.
Okay.
That's commitment right there. Look how long I held on them shitty underdrawers.
Okay.
That's commitment.
That's not commitment. You're just cheap.
We ready for the next question?
No, hang on. We're not moving on just yet.
Look, I did think we need to get a therapist in here for an episode.
Yes,
we
we
talked
do.
about it. We need to get one in
I
here.
actually asked my therapist, and he said no.
Why did he say no?
He just doesn't want to.
No, he's no fun.
That's
no
what I
fun
said.
therapist. What? What
But
did
you say you want these new flavors, and then you get these new flavors.
I just want one new
and
flavor.
then after you get your one new flavor, after about a week, you're like, oh, she does this. Okay, let me go find a new flavor.
It's I want something that I've just not had before. Not like sexually. I don't know. I want
Like you
somebody-
gotta like if you could say, hey, this is what I want. This is what I haven't had. What would it be?
I just want a different type of person than what I've had.
That doesn't.
And the problem is I've had a lot. So it's like trying to find Waldo at a Where's Waldo convention. Everybody's dressed up as motherfucking Waldo.
yeah, but eventually
bro.
you find Waldo. So what,
Where the fuck is Waldo at?
I don't
No,
know.
you found Waldo, buddy.
Where?
I don't know, but you're sitting there and you're like, no, that's too good to be Waldo, or it's not good enough to be Waldo. You know what I'm saying? Like this Waldo has a mustache, no dicey.
If they have a mustache, it isn't no dice. I ain't
Well, I mean,
dealing
I
with no
understand.
wolf puss.
I understand that. No shit. But like, what I'm saying is, you keep raising the bar.
I'm not raising it. If
Yes.
anything, I keep dropping it. It's like going to the fridge and opening up the fridge 50 times a day.
Negative.
Nothing new is in the fridge. You
Negative.
just keep dropping your standards till you're finally like, yeah, I'll take this.
Negative, Batman.
I wish I was Batman. That'd be pretty cool, dude.
And you still wouldn't be able to find a woman because your standards are so high.
My standard. All right. Number 5.
They're not. They're really not. Have you?
Fucking Ace over here. Fucking.
When you leave here, listen to last week's episode on what he said about
I did watch it. I did listen to it.
about his reasons for leaving these women. It's fine.
I think they're kind of reasonable, though.
Right? If somebody don't like red
Your
pants
dating standards on her,
on him,
on him, and it's not conducive around here. Okay, can't do that. Your standards and what you're doing, it's oh man.
number 5, Ryan, if you didn't know your age, how old do you think you would be? If you woke up, but you acted the same, right?
Had amnesia, so you didn't know how old
Had
you were.
what?
Amnesia?
Amnesia?
Is that
Amnesia.
amnesia?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I say that weird now. Found that out just now.
Amnesia. I've never heard it pronounced that way.
All right.
It's all right.
I still think I would be around the same age that I am between 35 and 40.
Did it?
Yeah, just because of the gray hair and my beard. Like the way I look physically and the gray hair, yeah, I'm like, dude, you got to be mid-30s or higher.
All right, Shorty, what about you? How you got amnesia?
I would look at myself and be like, damn, I'm 40.
Let's take the physical. You're not even 40, dude. You're 9 years away from that shit. You're not 9 years away from that shit. You're closer than 9.
7.
Yeah.
But-
I had to do the math. 1991,
Yeah.
July 10th.
No, it's
Are you time stamping
Yeah.
that?
But no, everybody looks at me and assumes I'm near 40. I get that more often than not.
It's the beard.
I know.
And the
I know
hair.
what it is.
You just look wise.
That can't be true.
Said you look wise.
That cannot be true.
Oh,
Oh, fucking alls, man. All right, Ace. If you didn't know, take physicality out of it. If you didn't know how old you were, how old do you think you'd be? Dun dun dun.
I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to take physicality out of it.
There's no mirrors when you wake up. You just, I don't know how this works. How old do you think you'd be?
What do you think?
If I didn't know your age and I met you out in the wild, let's see, no, your personality is still developing.
Correct.
So for me, it's hard to answer this question. Physically, you look much older than you are. But I feel like you act about your age. You act about how I did when I was that age. You're not doing quite the dumb shit I did.
Which is good.
Very good.
thank God.
Ryan, if take physicality out of it, if I knew you, I would say late 20s.
There's no way.
I would. Shorty, if it wasn't for the video game and comics, I would say 40. But because of the video game and comics, I would say like a late 20s.
You.
Like 15?
You are 10.
I'll take 10. I'll take it.
All right, well, hold on. Pause for the cause.
Oh, we do need a pause for the calls. All right.
We'll be right back.
Hit the button. And we're back on to question 6.
We're only on
What?
question 6.
We're only on question 6.
These take a while.
We're not getting through these.
We got sidetracked a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Fuck shit. Shorty,
Megan said you could put her in her mid-50s.
you could, Schnitz. We call her Grandma Megan.
I know how to knit. I know how to crochet.
That doesn't surprise me.
I sew.
So, all right, so 45. All right, Shorty, do you work to live or live to work?
Both.
Both. You work a lot. I don't know many people that work.
But see,
more
I
than
ain't
you.
like like I said, I actually enjoy working. Like it doesn't bother me at all. I enjoy getting out. I like using my hands and building stuff. Like I've been very blessed to find a line of work where I can actually fix stuff because I enjoy fixing things.
All right.
And like I fell into it. It worked out great.
Well, you don't work yet.
Listen.
But-
Listen.
Okay, listen.
So, it depends on what I am
Doing.
doing. Yes,
Words. Hard.
doing.
Okay.
So, like, take my voice acting or music, then I would be living to work. But if it were something I didn't quite enjoy as much, it would be working to live.
Fair enough.
Right?
Kind of with Shorty on that. I'm doing both. I mean, gotta work to live and gotta live so you can work. At that aspect, I mean, can't have one without the other at that point.
Now, see, I know you're in a position you're changing jobs currently, but like, and obviously you don't enjoy what you do now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking for work. You know what I mean? So, like, have you had something in the past that you genuinely enjoyed working, like doing?
I know a lot of people are going to hate me when I say this, but when I worked at Mobile, I actually liked working at.
That's because it wasn't the job though. It was the people
even the
We had a
job,
good-
like
we
Well,
had a
see,
good crew.
like that's what I'm saying.
the job that I did, like even when I was on the paint line, and I had no issues when I was. I'm a big guy, so
Yeah.
picking up those bars and moving, I have no issues.
Right.
Hell, I still got pictures on my phone from when the oven would get stuck and we were all up in.
I think everybody's got those
Yeah,
pictures.
we were all in the oven getting the racks
Mm-hmm.
tangled, and then when I got moved to up front to be an MO1 operator to do the bending line, that's where I met Shorty at.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause his line was right next to mine. And I started doing the bending line stuff. Like that's all basic geometry
Mm-hmm.
on the fly when bend, length, and angle, and making sure that the bars were okay and getting them back to where we needed to go. Like it was fast paced, it was on the fly thinking, and I was always moving and doing something. Plus the people. I mean, most of my long term friends I met at working at that place.
Yeah.
You two, Demetrius, Jordan, Danny, like everybody.
Yeah.
We all seen each other more than we've seen our families.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about y'all, but I live to work on this shining personality. So that's my answer to the question.
No.
Oh. All right, who's up?
Fucking stab you.
I am in danger. Ace, you're up first on this one. Do you hate or love better?
Ooh,
That's a good question. This is a good question.
that's a hard question too.
It is.
It's not easy. What you got, Ace?
What is the first? Which answer comes to your brain first?
Like I'd like to think that I love better, but I'm a very tough person to love. And it's hard for me to express my love towards other people.
Listen, you're not hard to love. You just got to know to leave you the fuck alone. When you need to
Now,
be left the
is
fuck
that-
alone.
Is that something you think just because you don't want people to like get close to you? Is that like a
Sometimes, but it genuinely I'm
Do what you got to do, dude.
you know, right? Like I'm not great at expressing it cuz I'm
It's
weird about it.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people have a hard time expressing affection. Mm-hmm. And that's, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a hard time expressing affection. I would say that it's a hard time expressing affection the way other people want you to express affection. Because affection can be expressed in a multitude of ways.
Absolutely.
It's not hugging on, it's not kissing. Like, if that's how you show affection, that's how you show it.
yeah?
But for you, showing affection might just be, hey, I'm going to exist in the same place as you for a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you have a hard time showing affection. You just have a hard time showing affection the way other people want you to.
Now, and, you know, like I might be overstepping here just because, like, I'm not a parent or anything, like, but like if your kid does something wrong or whatever, and you come down on them, like I'm not coming down on you because I'm angry or anything like that. It's because I love you and I want you to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, there's different levels of showing affection, you know, throughout it all. Because like I do that with my nephews and my nieces. Like, hey, gang, like I'm gonna tell you what's up, and it's not because, and like sometimes it hurts because like you're fucking up, kid. And you're like, oh man, why are you coming down on me? I was like, I'm coming down on you because I want you to be better because I love you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly how it is with my girls. Like if I yell at them, I feel bad, and then after I discipline them, they've had their moment where they go to their room and cry, or go to their room to pout or whatever. And then later when they come out, they're like, hey, come sit next to Dad. Let me talk to you for a minute.
Yeah.
And we can have those conversations. Like I'm only being an asshole, or I'm only telling you this because you can't do that kind of stuff out there.
Yeah.
You might be able to get away with that shit in the house, and your mom might let you get away with that shit, but you're not supposed to do that kind of stuff. You can't
Right.
do that. To be a better person, you got to do this or do this. You can't be out here doing that.
All right, with that being said, do you love or hate better, Ryan?
I love better than I hate, but boy, I can be a petty motherfucker. I'll tell you right now. I love hard, so I think that's my downfall in a lot of situations. But I can be petty.
I feel it.
They might as well change my name to Petty Murphy.
Petty Murphy. All right.
But it's just one of those things where I can love you hard, or
Or I can hate you
I
hard.
hate you hard.
All right, Shorty, do you love better
You
or
know
hate
the answer.
better? I do know the answer to this.
I love, dude.
You do love.
I do love, and I love loving. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go up to everybody and tell them I love them. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, if I love you, I tell you, because I went through a period of my life where I didn't experience love, and I refuse to let anybody else experience that.
Same.
So I want everybody around me, and like, I actually had this discussion the other night with one of the girls at work because I told her I loved her and she didn't say it back, and then she told me she felt bad. I was like, "Why do you feel bad, honey?" She's, "Cause you say it all the time and I never say it back. Like, I feel bad because, you know, whatever." I was like, "All right, well, let me ask you." I was like, "Do you love me?" She's like, "Well, yeah." And I was like, "That's all I need." I said, I don't need you to tell me. I said, "I don't want you to tell me." I was like, "You can tell me whenever you feel comfortable or whenever you feel like you need to." I was like, "But I'm going to tell you I love you because I do love you." And I said, "And I care about you. You're one of my friends." I said, "And I want you to only succeed and shit like that." I said, "I never want you to ever doubt the fact that Shorty ain't got your back."
You got tissues in here, dude?
No.
Feeling a little emotional right now. Jeez Louise.
And like, I've had, dude,
Frog in my throat.
I've had people who are like, "No, don't say you love me." And I'm like, "But I do. Like, it's okay. It's not like, I'm not sitting here trying to say I romantically love you because that ain't the case. But I want you to succeed, you know? Like, even if we don't talk no more, like, I've had friends I haven't spoken to in years. Like, just because we ain't eating together doesn't mean I don't want you to feast.
Right. Very good. All right, Ryan, you're up first this time.
You didn't answer the question.
I don't know how to answer this one.
Okay.
I don't.
Really?
I love really strongly, but I feel like I hate more freely. You know what I mean? But I don't even want to use the word hate. I just dislike more freely. Mm-hmm. You know?
Sure.
I mean, Snakes, Austin St. John. You know the list. I dislike a lot of people, but when I love you, like, you're there. Mm-hmm. You're locked in. You know what I mean?
Locked in.
Yeah.
You in it.
It's not as beautiful an answer as your all's.
Tuck it in.
Tuck it in. Tuck it in. Tuck it in.
All right. Ryan, number 8. Would you rather lose all of your memories or never be able to make new ones?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, God. This is a tough one because I got to see this answer this question ahead of time, so I've been thinking about it, and I still don't have an answer.
If I had to choose, I would lose all my memories. It's great to think back on the past, and it's great to think about the good times, but it's even better now to be able to create new ones with the people that you love and the people that are around. I think the biggest mistake would be not being able to create new memories. I mean, your old ones are done. They're in the past. They've been done, and you've already done it. I mean, you're never going to remember it, but...
I mean, you have people that can talk about it.
Right, but also at the same time, then there's also stuff you can relive for the first time that you...
Oh, that'd be a
remember.
good one.
But there's also stuff you can't. You know what I mean?
All right, so what's your answer, Shorty?
I think I would keep my memories because I mean it's a core function of who I am. You know what I mean? There's certain things that like have really helped build and shape me as the person I am. The reason I love the way I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I lost those memories and lost that feeling, I wouldn't love as freely. I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't have the passion and drive that I would for certain things. Like all this stuff in this room would mean nothing to me. You know what I mean? And like I'd have to build on top of it and like, but like, you know, my love for comic books is a lot of nostalgia, you know, from being when I was a kid, you know, video games and stuff like that, you know, like all the Batman stuff in here, my Legend of Zelda stuff, like that takes me back to when I was a child or whatnot. You know, like I would lose, like it would kill me to lose the memories of my dad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like seeing him now is great. And I love my dad and me and him hang out all the fucking time. But if I lost those core memories from when I was a kid, dude, holy shit. Like, what a bummer, dude. My mom, my grandmother. Oh, God.
Yeah. All right, Ace, it's up to you.
Honestly, I'm not sure because there's a lot of things I want to forget. Mm-hmm. And, like, I have a lot of time to make new memories, but at the same time, the things I want to forget have made me stronger, so I feel that it'd be weird to get rid of them, but I'd also rather not keep them at the same time if I had the choice. So I don't have an answer for that one.
Yeah, I know it's tough, dude.
I think my answer would depend on at what age you asked me. If you asked me today, which is what we're doing, obviously,
Right.
I would choose never to make new memories.
Mm-hmm.
Because if my life ended today, I've had a full life.
Sure.
I've had a good life. I've had its ups and downs, but I've lived a full life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you was asked me when I was younger, I would definitely say, let's make the new memories, forget the old stuff. Because when you're younger, you have time to catch back up.
Sure.
You know, but once you have kids, like, those are memories you don't want to lose.
Yeah, like the first time you held your daughters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't, like, I'm not even a parent, but like, I remember holding Cara baby
Yeah.
when she was still in diapers. And like, fuck, I love that little girl. You know what I mean? She's always my Cara baby. Same thing with Talia, Frankie, Jasmine, Isis. Like, I love all those kids, man. And like, some of my favorite memories are with those little midgets. And like,
God, I
fuck,
love the midgets.
yeah, dude.
Now, if you'd asked me this at age 26, that's when this answer would have been really hard to make.
Yeah.
Because to me, 26 was kind of like the middle point.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
The middle point of the middle point.
something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna live another X amount of years of how old I am. I'm not gonna make it that many more years.
Once you get on the other side of 25, that's when you start kind of thinking about, like, where am I going to be in 5 to 10 years? Am I going to have a real job? Am I going to start having kids? And you start getting pressure from your family to start doing those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of why he's probably saying somewhere around 26, 27, because it's like you're at that age where
That's when
you got to start thinking about the future. But also
See, for me, it would have been like 15. Like, if you were to ask me at 15, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. Like, no big deal. But like,
and you would still have those times to make new memories with your father at a
yeah,
young
exactly
age,
right.
With
But
your
like,
mother.
at my age now, dude, like, there's a lot of memories that I hold very dear to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're part of who you are
Yeah.
for a person. All right, next question. Who started that last one? Ryan, you started that last one. Shorty,
sir.
how do you measure success?
Happiness.
Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you're happy doing it, that's successful.
That's
Like-
a good answer.
It's not about the money you make. It's not about the shit you got. It's about how happy you are. I don't think there's, because I've seen a lot of motherfuckers with a shit ton of money who are absolutely miserable.
Shit, give me a shit ton of money. I'll be happy as a motherfucker.
I'm just saying, like, you know, and I mean, you see it all the time with like, you know, certain celebrities and whatnot. You know, Robin Williams, Chester, oh God, lead singer of Linkin Park.
Chester Bennington.
Thank you.
You had it right.
But I thought I was going to fuck it up. But like those guys, you know what I'm saying? Like they had everything.
Yeah,
And it's a bummer, dude.
it is.
So like happiness is the key to success. If you're miserable with all the money in the world and all the fucking women and all that shit, it ain't worth it. As long as you're happy.
Yep. Ace, how do you measure success?
I do agree with Shorty, but I think it depends more on the context for me. So, say, like, in my family, who's the most successful? That depends on happiness, but in, like, I don't know, the music industry, that's more based on money and fame to me. So,
All right. Ryan, how do you measure success?
I'm agreeing with everybody else. It's all about how happy you are at the end of the day. If you're happy with your life and happy where you're at with your life, your family, your people you surround yourself with, then how much more successful can you get?
I measure success by the amount of naps I get to take in a week.
Buddy, I'm a miserable motherfucker. Then. I'm
we got-
unsuccessful.
We got time for one more question. And I'm trying to pick a good one here. But here we go. Here we go. This is a good one. Ace, you're up first on this one. What's a question you wish people would ask when they meet you for the first time?
do you want me to be real honest with you?
Yeah.
Because it's not anything deep. It's just, what are your pronouns? It's not that hard.
That's fine.
No.
You think that should be like the first jumping off question?
I don't think you should ask a question to greet me, but yes, that's the question I want you to ask me first after greeting me.
Okay. All right, Ryan.
What's the question again?
What's a question you wish people would ask you when they meet you for the first time? Indeed. That's full.
Aw.
Oh.
I don't know. It's such a weird question. I mean, what do you ask somebody? What do I want somebody to ask? I don't know. Basically, just how my day's going. To ask you how you're doing.
That's an answer.
I mean, that's basically human decency. Most time, when you're at work or when you work for somebody or when you're around certain people, a lot of times they forget that you're a human being, and instead of saying, "Hey, man, how's your day going?" or "Hey, how you doing?" and, how's everything going, before they start fucking asking you 75 fucking things, or start asking you 75 questions about something. It's like, hey, dude, like, hey, how are you today? Like, I'm okay. How are you? Like, instead of being a fucking dick.
Fucking dick. Speaking of fucking dicks, Shorty, what? Just kidding, you're not dick.
I was about to say, I've been nothing but sweet this episode.
Did you ever catch that timestamp last week when Shorty got you, or what?
What did he get me on? I don't even remember.
Aw. You missed
Damn
it.
it. I forgot.
You have to go back and listen to last week's episode.
All right. So, what is one question you wish people would ask you when they first meet you?
I agree with Ryan. I want somebody to ask me how I'm doing. That's it. I don't need you to ask what my name is. Just like, hey, man, how you doing? Pretty good, bud. It's all right. Mediocre at best.
Mediocre at best.
Awful, actually.
But is that awful in a good way or awful in a bad way?
Aw.
Oh, God.
That's the answer. Aw.
All right. I think the first question I'd want people to ask me is, are you hungry? You want to go grab something to eat?
That is a good first question.
I feel that's more from me. If I ask you if you want something to eat or drink, that's more of like a comforting question. Like, if you just went through something big, do you want something to eat?
Yeah. Is it? No, I agree.
I don't know, man. I think it'd be kind of fun. You know what? This is going to be a fun social experiment. Fucking next time I meet somebody, before I ask them anything, I'll be like, "Want to go get some munchies?
Are you hungry?
Dude, let's go get some food. Fuck it. You know what I mean? It'd be a good way to make some homies.
I feel like you'd be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Indubitably.
Yeah. This would be fun, dude. I'm here for it. I'm changing my life up. Fuck this shit, dude.
We're making new memories.
That's right.
That's all we got for today.
So in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
Remember, great minds think alike, but idiots rarely disagree. Cue the music. We out.